Held items are a pivotal part of battling and they can really define a Pokemon. Unfortunately, not all held items are good, and in this video we will discuss the top 5 worst items to use in battle in no particular order. Items that are specific to certain Pokemon such as the thick club or the stick are excluded, as well as any items such as the Pokeball that do nothing when held. This is for competitive battles only, of course, not for in-game battles, since a lot of these items can't be obtained until the late game or the post game anyway. And of course, before we get into this list, make sure you guys leave a like as it does help out the channel tremendously, and of course subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss a future upload. Number 5, the ring target. The ring target was introduced in Generation 5, and it makes the holder lose any of its type immunities. This means that if a dark type Pokemon like Umbreon were to hold the ring target, it would be affected by psychic attacks which it would normally be immune to. Now, why would you ever want to get rid of your own immunities? I don't think you would ever really want to do that. The only way this item can be usable is if you use Trick with it, and that requires a full turn of setup since you have to go for a Trick, and you have to have this as your held item for it to work. Sure, it could work, but it is super situational since it relies on your opponent having a Pokemon with a certain immunity. Number 4, the Float Stone. Now in the TCG, the Float Stone is actually a fantastic card, but that unfortunately isn't the case in the games. All the Float Stone does is half the user's weight, which seems like it could be a decent item, however the only thing this really helps you against is taking less damage from moves such as Low Kick and Grass Knot, which is a rather specific situation. There are also abilities like Light Metal that do the exact same thing, which is most notable on the Pokemon Registeel, so it isn't as weak to low kicks. There are also moves like Autotomize at lower weight as well, making this item even more useless. Since weight-based items also aren't that common, I can't really see too many situations where the Float Stone would ever come in handy in a regular Wi-Fi battle. Number 3, the Quick Claw. For whatever reason, a lot of newer players gravitate towards the Quick Claw, thinking it is some sort of fantastic item. The Quick Claw makes the user's moves go first 20% of the time, which seems like it could be good on paper, but the biggest issue with this item is that it only works 20% of the time, meaning 80% of the time this item does absolutely nothing. Sure, there could be a situation where this helps you win a game, but that's only going to happen 20% of the time in those situations, and the other 80% of the time you might as well just have no item. If you thought missing Focus Blast or missing Stone Edges were rough enough, imagine going through multiple battles without getting a single Quick Claw activation, since it has a much lower activation rate than the accuracy of both of those moves. Number 2, the Focus Band. The Focus Band gives the user a chance to live a hit with 1 HP that would normally knock it out. This item is pretty much just a worse version of the Focus Sash, and it only works 10% of the time. The other main difference is that you don't have to be at full HP for this item to activate, unlike the Focus Sash, but in a similar fashion to the Quick Claw, this item is doing nothing a majority of the time. 90% of the time, this item will do nothing. You're better off just using the Focus Sash in most situations, or any other item that works more than just 10% of the time. And coming in at number 1, we have the Shell Bell. The Shell Bell restores 1/8 of the damage dealt, which is a pretty inconsistent variable. There could be some times where you'll heal as much as just a few HP, or as much as 1/4 of your HP. That's the main issue I have with this item, as most of the Pokemon that hold HP restoring items are pretty defensive, meaning they don't really have the best offenses to get the most HP back from Shell Bell every turn. So you might as well just use Leftovers or Black Sludge if it's a poison type. This item is probably the best of the 5 on this list, however, since it at least works every single time you attack, and you don't have to rely on your opponent having a specific type of Pokemon or a specific move on their team. And those are the top 5 worst items to use in a competitive battle in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think the worst items are in the comment section down below, and if you guys want to see a video of what I think the top 5 best held items are, check out this video right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys next time, and bye bye.